Hello everyone. A lot of questions I've been getting lately are about how to get rid of fungus gnats. That's one way, but that's only one. They can be a nuisance when you're growing plants indoors, that's for sure. In this video, I'll give you some ideas about how to get rid of them, but the best thing is to prevent them from happening in the first place. When you buy soil, even if it's bagged, it can contain pests as well as some diseases that you don't want in your home when you're growing indoors. To get rid of most of these pests, I sterilize my soil before planting in it. I don't do this for my outdoor garden, only for the indoor plants. To sterilize the soil, you need to heat it in some way so that it reaches 180 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 82 degrees Celsius. You can do this by steaming the soil, baking it, or putting it in the microwave. I find my microwave is too small to use, but if you have a small amount of soil you want to sterilize, you can put it in the microwave for 90 seconds or until the inside of the soil reaches 180 degrees Fahrenheit. Make sure to use a microwave safe container, cover it, and poke holes in the top so it can vent. This method doesn't work for me since you can only do small batches at a time, so I take a big roasting pan, fill it with about 4 inches of soil, cover it with a layer of foil, and then bake it in the oven for about 30 minutes at 200 degrees Fahrenheit, which is around 93 degrees Celsius. I have this handy thermometer. This one is a candy thermometer. This one is a meat thermometer. Both of them work. And I use this thermometer to make sure the center reaches at least 180 degrees. Once it does, I turn the oven off. Don't bake the soil at a higher temperature. I've read that higher temperatures can release toxins into the air. Just to be sure, don't bake the soil at a higher temperature. This process will not only kill the fungus gnats and their eggs, but also any bacteria or viruses that might be lurking in the soil. It will also kill any seeds that might be in the soil, and sometimes weed seeds can be mixed into the potting soil. Sterilizing the soil will take care of that as well. Another way to prevent fungus gnats from taking over is to not give them the happy, moist environment they are looking for. Soil, when it is moist, is just the perfect home, but if you let your soil dry out completely in between watering them, then the gnats will not be able to thrive. This doesn't work for me. I end up killing plants if I don't water them. But if you have the type of plants that can dry out, this will prevent gnats from taking over. Okay. Now let's say you have fungus gnats in spite of your best efforts to prevent them. How do you get rid of them once you have them? The answer is quickly. And if you see one flying around, try to kill it. Don't let even one get by. An adult gnat has the ability to lay up to 200 eggs. So by letting one get by, you can have up to 200 hatch in about 3 days. And 2 weeks later, they are full adults ready to lay their own 200 eggs. You don't want to get into that vicious cycle. So let's say you're not quick enough to kill them with your bare hands. You need a way of trapping them. A very inexpensive way is to use yellow sticky traps made especially for flying insects. The yellow color attracts the insects, and it does get ugly pretty quickly if you have a lot of gnats, but it will get the job done. You can also try using cider vinegar traps. I didn't have much success with those in the past. To make the trap, you use a shallow container and fill it with equal parts of water and apple cider vinegar to at least 1/4 inch deep. Then put a few drops of liquid dish soap in, stir gently, and place in the pot of soil with the plant. I've only caught a few gnats this way. The sticky paper works better in my opinion. Now you'll also have to kill the eggs that are in the soil, or they'll grow up to be adult gnats and the crazy cycle will begin all over again. To kill the larvae that are in the soil, make a hydrogen peroxide solution of 1 part hydrogen peroxide, that's H2O2, to 4 parts water. Then water the plants from above. Bottom watering won't work. You want the hydrogen peroxide to seep down into the soil and kill the larvae. The hydrogen peroxide and the sticky tape should be enough, but if you want to be sure, then cover the top of the soil with a 1/2 inch layer of sand, and the gnats can't lay eggs in the sand. Bottom water then, so you don't wash away the top sand layer. If you're still having problems with gnats, then the Farmer's Almanac suggests you use mosquito dunks. These are dry pellets containing a type of beneficial bacteria, BTI. This beneficial bacteria kills the larvae of flying insects such as mosquitoes, fruit flies, and fungus gnats. They suggest filling a container with water and then breaking up one of the dunks before tossing it into the water. Let the dunk soak in the water overnight and then remove it to use again. Now use this water on the infested plant. The bacteria-laced water will kill the larvae in the soil. You may have to do this several times for it to work. Mosquito bits are also recommended to get rid of fungus gnats. They have the same BTI bacteria that will kill the larvae. You're supposed to sprinkle it on top of the soil, and as you water it, it will break down over time and kill the larvae. Both the mosquito bits and the dunks are worth trying, but first make sure to start with good, clean, sterile soil and nip the problem before it gets really out of control. Fungus gnats can drive you insane if left unchecked. I hope this video helped somebody out there, and as always, thank you for watching. Bye!